because I had the brush guard on there. And so the first thing that I bought after that wreck was another brush guard.
I don't blame you. Actually, this one's give it to me, so I can't complain. I just had to pay for it to be put on.
Yeah.
I could have put it on, but I really don't like taking the bolts out and putting the bolts in. I just really don't like doing that because sometimes those bolts do not come off real easy.
It's not really that bad.
So when they're rusty.
I use these big bolts because I'm in there.
Now, have you seen, speaking of not hitting cars, have you seen the most recent invention that's on TV to save your bumper?
Oh, the WeatherTech.
The piece of rubber that, now tell me that wasn't ingenious on somebody's part.
I thought it was, I mean, I already do it just leaving the
People are gonna buy that.
Oh, yeah, but it's still stupid.
Oh yeah, but people are gonna buy it, and guess what? That the person that designed that is gonna be rich.
It does nothing for if you're like going, like if you're driving forward, if the person in front of you doesn't have.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I know that.
Yeah. But I mean, the cool thing about it is like whenever you're backing into a parking spot.
Yeah.
I keep.
That happens to my truck. When I back in, I can't see. I'll back into somebody else's car.
Yeah, see, I keep a metal receiver on mine to guard my bumper, but then I'll end up taking out the person behind
Yeah.
this front clip and then the little plastic car. So the rubber thing's a good idea, and I would do it if it wasn't like $50.
Yeah. You can make your own.
Yeah. Well, I just leave
All you
the
gotta have is
receiver.
an old reese hitch. Cut off the reese hitch, you put you a piece of steel, and then put rubber around it. Huh?
Just a pool noodle.
What'd you say?
Just a pool noodle.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's what it is. It's,
Everybody's gonna be running around with pool noodles on.
it's a pool noodle on a truck hitch.
So see, you should have came out with that, and you wouldn't have to be here. You'd be making millions of dollars. All you gotta do is come up with an idea like that.
I don't know. I got one. I just don't have money.
Cosine cubed of x times the sine of x, or sine to the negative 1/2 x dx. And that's going to be the antiderivative pi over 6 pi over 3 cosine squared of x times the sine negative 1/2 x times the cosine of x dx. When I saw it, the first time I saw it on TV, I said, okay, somebody's going to make $1 million.
What's it called?
The people that make the floor mats, what are they called? WeatherTech. I got them in my truck too.
Yeah, things are cool.
And I like those,
Yeah, I like
especially with Calmaneer.
Trying to look it up.
WeatherTech. You can just pull up it on pull up it. Yeah, pull up it on YouTube. No coughing, please. All right. Pi over 3, pi over 6. 1. What's the cosine squared? 1 what?
1 minus sine squared of x.
Have you started seeing a pattern to these things? And what are you going to do with that? Distribute it? I'm not going to write that. I'll write that later, okay? Sine, Dr. Kubati's going to come after me. Sine of negative 1/2 x, cosine of x, minus, let's see, that'd be what? 4/2 plus negative 1/2 is what? 3/2, right? conduct, go ahead and add. One little thing's gonna mess me up. Wait a second. Did it again. Well, why it does that? Now, when I switch pages, it'll flip this to. Didn't do it that time. It's a conspiracy. Have you seen in the news where Obama's administration is already implementing the immigration, where they're giving them voting rights and driver's license and tax and social security numbers? People have no clue. I asked one class yesterday and they were like, "What are you talking about?" 30 students have no clue what I'm talking about. Looks like to me we got it, what is it, UDU, pretty much, except for the negatives. Dang, where's my notes? There we go. Make sure I ain't got, yeah, sine 3/2, cosine of x. So I get u to the 1/2 would be sine x over 1/2, yeah, minus sine of 5/2 x over 5/2, evaluated at pi over 6 and pi over 3. And that's going to be 2 times sine of 1/2 x minus 2/5 sine 5/2 x, evaluated at pi over 6 and pi over 3. I got around, y'all check my math, I got around 0.24.
Yeah.
So around 0.24. When I was taking calculus at Clemson, we had a professor. He was Dr. Harden, and he was a nice advisor and a good guy, but couldn't teach worth squat. And he running all the time, and about this tall, and he had white hair, and he wore light blue shirt with dark blue polyester pants, and light brown shirts with dark brown polyester pants. And he would wear those alternating every day. Very nice guy, very good advisor. Couldn't teach worth of crap. And he grunted. I don't grunt right here, but he would, when he would do something that y'all know how to do, he would, that's what he would say. and around 200 people were in Daniel Hall Auditorium, 200 people taking a Calc 1 class, he would have his little microphone on and that meant you know what to do. I don't do that, I just put 3 dots. All right. Let's try nerd. This one may be challenging for you. It may look simple. You might want to do at the top of the page. If you do it step by step. What did I do? What did I do to start doing this? Up here?
Yeah.
This has done this like 3 times.
That blinky thing in the top left, always been there.
Yeah. Hmm?
Doesn't always blink blue and red.
It's in the yellow too. That's the other.
Wow. Y'all know something's gonna happen. It's probably gonna blow up now. Make sure y'all cover it. Now you can rewrite the cosine as 1 plus cosine of 2x over 2x. I mean over 2. So you ever have one of those days that you just can't write? And that's using a half angle. Hold on. Getting there. Okay? Now, rewrite this using the square. Thing on antiderivative.
I can't write with a mouse.
Antiderivative of 1 plus cosine of 2x quantity squared over what? 4 dx. And guess what the rest of the problem is?
Did you just see? It switched.
What's the rest of the problem? Calculus or algebra?
It's algebra.
Algebra, pretty much. So there's a couple of things you need to learn in this chapter. 1, you need to learn how to find a pattern of UDU. 2, you need to remember your identities or have a sheet like I brought up the last couple of days printed out. And 3, you have to remember your what? Your algebra. If you can't do all 3 of those, then you need to what? And live in a ditch, yeah. What you got here? Dang old shortcut number what? 1. So antiderivative of 1 plus 2 cosine of 2x plus cosine squared 2x over 4. Keep going.
Don't forget your dx.
Don't forget the dx. Absolute value. The antiderivative of 1/4 dx, I'll do that one for you. plus 2 antiderivative of cosine of 2x over 4. Pull that 4 out of there too. Dx plus antiderivative cosine squared of 2x dx. Say again?
Yes, the last part.
I forgot to do what?
The last part of
Oh, thank you. I'll just do it on the next page. Right here. 1/4, how about there? Is that good? Y'all hold it down, okay? Trying to teach here.
Can't do nothing else.
Huh?
We can't do nothing else.
I told you I'd do this one for you. 1/4 antiderivative of dx plus 1/2 antiderivative cosine 2x dx plus 1/4 antiderivative cosine squared 2x dx. Thing old 2, you're gonna need a 2. Thing old derivative of 2x is 2 dx, so you're gonna need a 2 in the second one. And you're gonna need a 2 in the third one. You can also change that cosine squared of x into double angle again, or a half angle. You can do that. Yeah, the third one's gonna hang you up a little bit. You need to do it one more time with a half angle. I think you could do the rest of it. Calculus. So that'll make this one 1/4 what? I think I know what's happening.
You're stuck on that border.
Yep. I'm stepping on the cord, and that's causing it to, did it stop? It's causing it to do something. At least I know what's happening. I don't care what happens now that I know what's happening. So what's this, 1/4 x?
Are you gonna do that yourself?
Say again?
Are you gonna do that one yourself?
Yeah, I did that one for you.
No idea.
Huh?
Why'd you ask us?
Make sure I didn't make a mistake. Plus 1/2, this is 2x, so that'll be a 2 out here, which would be what? Right? 2 would be 1/2. So that would be the derivative of the cosine is the antiderivative of the cosine is the what? Times 2. What's the antiderivative of cosine? The sign, the positive sign, right? Can I write left-handed? Yes, I can. Plus 1/4. This one be the 1 plus the cosine of 4x.
You left out the 2x, so.
Okay. 1 plus the cosine of 4x over what? 2 dx sine of 2x. Now finish that one. And that 1/2, you could break it up, and the cosine of 4x dx, the 4 be 1/4 out front, so that'd be cosine squared over 2, and then that 1/2 would come out. So after you do 2 or 3 more steps, I think I've got an error on that first one, unless I missed something. Hold on. 1/4 x plus that'd be 1/2 right here. Because we have to put a 2 here. 2 dx. So that'd be 1/2. So that'd be 1/4 sine of 2x plus, when you get through with this guy, 1 over 32 sine of 4x plus c. Yeah. Challenging problem. I wouldn't give you one that long on the test unless I was going to give you just 2 or 3 problems. So, unless I just didn't like y'all. But y'all won't talk to me, so. I could hold that against y'all. Look at a couple more out of the book, just to give you a good, because a lot of your test questions are going to come from. Let's try one of the, let's see, the last one we did was 17. Let's try, I got a tangent here, tangent to the force. There's a tangent to the force. Let's try 31. Tangent to the fifth x dx. Tangent to the fifth. Tangent to the fifth x dx. And you can take a clue from this one right here to right here. Might help you out.